super high.
What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all platforms, and welcome to the very first round mock draft from Big Pat Sports Talk. Your fans been asking for it, so I'm gonna give it to you. We're gonna be doing a first round mock draft of all 32 teams, and it's very exciting, man. I got some insight on some picks for each team. You know I'm a Giants fan, so I know that you Giants fans are gonna be waiting for number 5, pick 5, and pick 7. We're going to get into the mock draft here. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in to the previous 3 mock drafts of the New York Giants, the full 7-round mock drafts. Another one will be coming out soon. But today we're going to work from the mock draft machine. We're going to do a full first round 32-team mock draft. And so we're going to be starting with the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. And it's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, we're going to be going over their needs and things as well. Now, they're saying team needs are offensive tackle, edge, safety, defensive tackle, inside lineman, tight end, receiver, cornerback, linebacker, whatever you could think of the Jags need. So what we're going to do here is the first pick, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I think they take Evan Neal, offensive tackle, Alabama. So the pick is in. It's going to be Evan Neal from Alabama. All right, with the number 2 selection is the Detroit Lions up. They need an edge, they need a receiver, cornerback, quarterback, safety. They need everything as well. I'm gonna be real with you. I think they go edge here. I think they take Aiden Hutchinson, man. You can't pass up on that guy. Aiden Hutchinson is available. You have to take that guy. So Detroit Lions take Aiden Hutchinson. With the number 3, now there's been reports that they're willing to trade the number 3 pick. But let's say this, the Texans stay put. Their main needs are edge, cornerback, safety, quarterback. I'm going to be real with you. I think they go Andrew Booth Jr. from Clemson. The pick number 3. That might be a surprise pick for everyone, but cornerback is a definite need for them. And I have my doubts about Kayvon Thibodeau. I know he's a beast. But man, his run defense is leaves you a lot to think of, man. But with the number 3 pick, I got the Texans taking Andrew Booth Jr. You guys let me know how these picks are, and you can leave your comments and think who should the team pick at those positions. With the number 1 pick so far, Evan Neal to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 2, Aiden Hutchinson to the Lions. Number 3, Andrew Booth Jr. from Clemson, cornerback for the Texans. Number 4, I got the Jets, man. They need edge, offensive tackle. They need everything as well. But I don't think they pass up on this guy here, Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame, safety. I think he goes number 4. Now, with the New York Giants fans, this is what you've been waiting for. So we need edge, we need offensive tackles, we need linebackers. They say we need receiver, quarterback. Definitely going to need some tight ends, but I think they get those in the later rounds, man. I think they take Ikwanu from North Carolina State. I think they take Akeem Ikwanu from North Carolina State with that number 5 pick, man. They get their offensive tackle to go on the other side of Andrew Thomas, and I would be ecstatic if they did that. The Carolina Panthers, look, they need a lot of things as well. I think they go quarterback here. I think they take the first quarterback off the board, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think they go with Kenny Pickett here. I think Kenny Pickett goes to the Carolina Panthers. They need help at the quarterback position. Sam Darnold did not work out. Cam Newton came back. That didn't work out. So I think they go quarterback here. Now, with the New York Giants with their second pick, look, it's been reports that Brian Daboll will be the next new head coach. We already got Joe Shane, but I think they still work on this offensive line. And guess what, man? I got them going with Mr. Tyler Linderbaum, center. And they get 2 stud offensive linemen to go with Andrew Thomas to play for the next 5, 6 to 7, maybe even 10 years together. They get 2 stud offensive linemen. Giants fans, I think you guys will jump for joy if we went on ahead and got 2 stud offensive linemen. The Falcons here, they need edge. They need inside linemen. But you know what? They need quarterback as well. So guess what? I think they go quarterback here. And I think they take Malik Willis here from Liberty. I think 2 quarterbacks will go in the top 10. You know how these quarterbacks go. They jump up draft boards, man. They get overhyped after the pro days. Shout out to Classified 3F with Joe. He had to remind me that happens every year. So guess what? The Denver Broncos are on the board. Now they have a QB issue as well here. But I think the 2 QBs that they wanted are off the board. So guess what? They lost my boy that went to the Rams, their top edge rusher. And so I think they get Kayvon Thibodeau here. He was a number 2 overall prospect. And guess what? He falls to rank 9. I don't think they pass on him. So with the number 10 pick, the New York Jets, man, they need to work on that secondary extensively. So they got their safety. I think they back them up with a cornerback here with Derek Stingley Jr., man. And those 2 guys together working for a long time, I think they work out pretty doggone well together, man. I really think so. With the number 11 pick, with the Washington football team, their needs safety, QB, inside lineman, offensive tackle, receiver. Look, I think a lot of people don't have them doing this, but I think they go offensive line here. I think they take Charles Cross from Mississippi State. They get that tackle back there to protect whatever quarterback they're going to have. If they trade for a quarterback this offseason, or they get a veteran backup to go with the quarterback that they have now. The Minnesota Vikings, look, they need a defensive tackle bad. So guess what? They're going to take Jordan Davis from Georgia. Very good pick here. Jordan Davis for the Minnesota Vikings helps shores up that run defense. Their run defense was not that great this year, and I think he just shores up a lot of things for them. All right, we got the Cleveland Browns here. Guess what? I think they go receiver here. The best receivers available. There's going to be Chris Olave, Traylon Burks, Jamison Wilson, Garrett Wilson, Jahan Dodson, Drake London, George Pickens. I believe they take Garrett Wilson here from Ohio State to pair with Juice Landry and those other receivers that they had. And hopefully Baker Mayfield could get some things done out there. All right. Since the defensive tackle was taken by the Minnesota Vikings, you know the Baltimore Ravens, man, you know they love linebackers, but I think they get a weapon for Lamar Jackson, a true weapon for Lamar Jackson, man. I think they go Chris Olave here at number 14. The Philadelphia Eagles, man, they catch a break here. They need an edge rusher. Guess what? One of the top edge rushers is still available. They go George Karlaftis from Purdue. Very good pick for the Philadelphia Eagles here. I think he fills the edge need. I think he's a way better upgrade to Derek Barnett, and I think they do very well with George Karlaftis right there to fill that edge. And guess what? They got back-to-back picks. I think they get some help for Jalen Hurts back there, and I think Traylon Burks is the answer. Receiver from Arkansas, big receiver, big play, big time receiver, and I think he does very well for Jalen Hurts over there in Philadelphia. I think that's a very good pickup for them. All right, we got the Los Angeles Chargers coming up, man. I think they go DB here, man. I think they take Ahmad Sauce Gardner here, man. They need a cornerback to help out in that secondary in Los Angeles, and I think they get Sauce Gardner right here. The Saints, guess what? They need to get a quarterback for the future, and I think Matt Corral fits them perfectly with the New Orleans Saints, man. Matt Corral falls to them at 18. I think they pick him up right there, no questions. Now, guess what? The Eagles are back on the clock, and guess what? There's another edge rusher on the board that hasn't been picked up yet that I think is a very good edge rusher, and that's going to be David Ojabo. I think David Ojabo goes there with George Karlaftis, Treylon Burks, and David Ojabo. Eagles fans would jump for joy. I truly believe that. They get a receiver, a #1 receiver to go on alongside with Devontae Smith. They get George Karlaftis at one edge and David Ojabo at the other edge. NFC East, look out for those two guys, man. But I think that would be one heck of a draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. Next on the board is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, they need a quarterback of the future as well with Ben Roethlisberger retiring. Dwayne Haskins, no. The other quarterback, Rudolph, no. So I think they go Sam Howell from North Carolina, and I think this guy fits them perfectly. I think that's a perfect pick for them. All right. The New England Patriots, man, they need linebackers. They need a corner. J.C. Jackson might be gone, but I think they take the first linebacker off the board. I know a lot of linebackers will be going a little higher, but I think they take the first linebacker off the board, and they take Devin Lloyd here at number 21. I think that's a very good pick for them. And guess what? I think 2 linebackers go off the board back to back. I think the Raiders, they need inside linemen. They need linebackers. They need edge. But I think the best available at this time, let me check. Let me check edge. Let me check edge. No, I don't think anybody on the edge is worth taking right there. We can go offensive tackle. You know what? Yeah, they go offensive tackle. Trevor Penning from Northern Iowa, man, that'll be a good pick for them. They need offensive line help to help out Derek Carr back there. They take Trevor Penning, offensive tackle. The Arizona Cardinals, man, they need running back. They need tight end, a cornerback, receiver, edge. But you know what? Let's see who's available at cornerback, because I think they go quarterback. I'm not going to lie to you. Roger McCreary is very good from Auburn. But I think they go Kyer Elam from Florida. Very good cornerback out of the Gators. Go Gators. You know I'm a Gator fan. I think Kyer Elam fits them in their system perfectly. The Dallas Cowboys, man, they need tight end. They need a safety. What safety is available? No, they don't go safety there. Receiver, inside offensive lineman. Guess what? One of the best inside offensive linemen to replace Colin Williams, because he's not playing that well. I think they take Kenyon Green. Offensive inside offensive line, offensive guard. He could play tackle. I think Kenyon Green fits Dallas perfectly. That'll be a good pickup for them. Hey, the Buffalo Bills, they need to protect Josh Allen back there. Guess what? We go back-to-back offensive guards. I think they take Zion Johnson from Boston College. It helps out that offensive line. Tennessee, man, they're losing all their linebackers. They got receivers. They got corner. That defense played very well this year. I think they go linebacker, and they take Nakobe Dean from the University of Georgia, the champion University of Georgia. All right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers just got eliminated by the Rams. Made a great comeback, but it did not work. They actually need a defensive tackle there. Sue was getting a little older. Oh, man, I can't believe I forgot his name. But the other defensive tackle is very good. I think they get another inside defensive lineman, and they take DeMarvin Leal from Texas A&M. Very good value at 27. Packers. Guess what? I think Aaron Rodgers and Adams come back, but they get him a running mate this time. I think they go Jameson Williams. I know he tore his ACL. He'll miss a little time, but Jameson Williams right here is a very, very good option to pick up right here. I think they go Jameson Williams. All right, offensive line for the Bengals. Shout out to the Bengals, who actually are in the AFC Championship game. They need an offensive lineman. Let's see what they have at offensive tackle. Ohio State, Nicholas Petit-Ferrer. He's actually been climbing draft boards. Right around, he's valued at 30 here. Is right around the pick that he will be. I think they take Nicholas Petit-Ferrer right here in the first round, end of the first round. Miami Dolphins got it from a trade. They actually need another receiver to go along with my guy from Alabama that they got last year. Man, sorry, I'm really bad with names, but I think they take Drake London here, man. Get themselves a bigger target for Tua Tagovailoa out there. I think it'd be a great pickup for them right there. Detroit Lions, they are back in the first round. And guess what? They have the option to take best available. All right, best available. Edge rusher. No, I don't think they go edge rusher. They're definitely not going quarterback. They're definitely not going to take Thomas right here. Guess what? I think they go Jahan Dotson, receiver. Give their quarterback, whoever that will be next year, another weapon to Jahan Dotson. The Kansas City Chiefs, man, they're looking very good coming off that 13-second victory, man. That was absolutely crazy. And I think they go edge right here. And it's some edges available. I think they go Trayvon Walker here from University of Georgia. Georgia getting two people in there. So, with that very first mock draft, guys, please tell me exactly what you think about this first round mock draft from Big Pat Sports Talk. I'd like to thank everybody who's been looking at all the other mock drafts. But this mock draft here, I got Jacksonville at number 1, taking Evan Neal, offensive tackle, Alabama. Very versatile lineman. Very athletic for his size and being at 6'5", 360. Very athletic. I think they get somebody to protect Prince Charming back there. And let's see what they can do next season. Detroit Lions stayed at number 2. You cannot pass up Aiden Hutchinson right here, man. Edge, Michigan. I think he's the best player in this draft by far. The Houston Texans at number 3. They get Andrew Booth Jr. I think that's the best corner in this class. It's between him and my boy Stingley from LSU. But they elect to go with Andrew Booth Jr. at number 3 from Clemson, cornerback Clemson. The Jets, with the first of their two top 10 picks, they take Kyle Hamilton, safety from Notre Dame, an absolute monster. He can cover the field. He has range. He can hit. He can go in the box. He can do everything for you. They need major help in the secondary, and they get that help there. My New York Football Giants, we get offensive line. We go offensive tackle. North Carolina State, I think he's the best offensive tackle in this class. We get Akeem Ikwanu. Great pick there at number 5, and I think he would be a stalwart on the other side of Andrew Thomas. The Carolina Panthers, they take the first quarterback off the board, and Kenny Pickett. Hopefully he can come in and solve those quarterback issues for the Carolina Panthers. I just think they go quarterback in this upcoming draft. With the number 7 pick, I think the New York Giants take Tyler Linderbaum, center, Iowa. Yeah, I know a lot of fans will be like, man, that's too high for a center. But that's a need for this team. And you can't base your picks off just what other people think is more value right there. Tyler Linderbaum, Ikwanu, Andrew Thomas, I think those are staples on both sides at the tackle. And I think you got your staple at the center for years to come. Shout out to the New York Giants getting those doggone offensive linemen there. Let's fix this offensive line. Atlanta Falcons, they need a quarterback. Matt Ryan is getting older, and he may be traded this offseason. There's been reports about him being traded. But I think they get the quarterback of the future, Malik Willis, and if he does get to sit behind Matt Ryan for a year or two, that would be absolutely great for him. All right. The Denver Broncos, they replaced the edge rushers that they lost. They go Kayvon Thibodeau. He fell to number 9. You cannot pass up on that great edge rusher to fill in the need that they're going to need at edge rusher after losing their top edge rusher this year. The New York Jets, they continue to get help in their secondary with Derek Stingley Jr. from cornerback from LSU. I think him and Hamilton in that secondary, and they play up to their potential. Look out for the Jets secondary coming up in the coming years with those two guys. At 11, the Washington football team, they get help on their offensive line as well. They take Charles Cross, offensive tackle from Mississippi State, and I think he's underrated. I think he's going to be a very good tackle in this league. Next, we got the Minnesota Vikings at number 12, taking Jordan Davis, defensive tackle from Georgia, the absolute beast of a guy, man. That guy is huge. Get him a mean streak and get him to get off that ball as soon as that ball is snapping. That dude's going to be an all-pro, I promise you. Cleveland Browns, they take Garrett Wilson, receiver from Ohio State. They replace Odell Beckham Jr. and they get Baker Mayfield another weapon if he's the quarterback next year. Number 14, we go back-to-back receivers here. I think the Baltimore Ravens get Chris Olave to help out Lamar Jackson and that offense. They get a receiver that they can count on. So him, Bateman, Hollywood Brown, I believe that's a good receiving trio with the tight end that they have out there. Lamar Jackson gets another weapon. Look out if he's able to use those weapons. The Philadelphia Eagles with back-to-back picks at 15 and 16. They get an edge rusher, one of the best edge rushers in this class, maybe the number 2 edge rusher. A lot of people think it's George Karlaftis coming off that edge from Purdue. Absolute monster of a beast at edge, man. His power is undeniable and his motor is ridiculous. At number 16, those birds come back again and grab another beast in Traylon Burks, receiver, Arkansas. Big, physical, fast, goes over the middle, goes over the top. Deebo Samuel light when he catches the ball. Traylon Burks, man, I think that would be a heck of a pick for the Philadelphia Eagles there. All right, we got the Chargers. They get some help in that secondary that needs much help, man. One of the worst secondaries in the league, I believe. They get Ahmad Sauce Gardner from Cincinnati, man. He shores up one of those sides of the football field. I think he could turn into a shutdown corner. The New Orleans Saints, news coming out about Sean Payton not returning. But they do get their quarterback of the future, and Matt Corral. I think he fits them perfectly in the system that they run. Hopefully, that may convince Sean Payton to stay. Who knows? Guess what? Those birds are back again at 19, and they get another edge rusher in David Ojabo, Michigan. Him and Karlaftis will be absolute monsters in Philadelphia. If they do this, they're going to cause some trouble over there in the NFC East, in the whole NFC period. With those two edge rushers, they get some experience and they work on their moves and everything. Look out for Ojabo and Karlaftis. That would be a dynamite edge rushing room there. At number 20, Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger is retiring, so guess what? They bring in Sam Howell, quarterback from North Carolina, and I'll be honest with you, I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in this class, and he just fits Pittsburgh. I think his arm talent and the way that he runs, he's like a mini Ben Roethlisberger, and I think he fits them very well. Good luck out there in Pittsburgh, Sam. Number 21, the New England Patriots. They get a middle linebacker, and you know they love their linebackers, and you know they know how to pick them. They get Devin Lloyd from Utah. Very good instinctive linebacker, sideline to sideline speed, and can hit that hole and stop the run. All around good linebacker. I think he has a great career over there with the Patriots. The Las Vegas Raiders, hey, look, they need an offensive line help, so they get the best tackle available in Trevor Penning from Northern Iowa. Very big guy, quick on his feet. I think he could do good out there with the Las Vegas Raiders with the things they're going through with their offensive line. Protect Derek Carr. That should be your main focus. Number 23, the Arizona Cardinals. They get some cornerback help with Kyer Elam, cornerback from Florida. I think he will do very well over there with the Arizona Cardinals in that system. I think he would fit in perfectly. The Dallas Cowboys, guess what? This is what they do. They get another good offensive lineman with Kenyon Green. He falls to number 24 somehow, some way, and they swoop him up, man, because Connor Williams is not the answer out there for the Dallas Cowboys. And guess what? They got a lot of contracts coming up on that offensive line. They're not going to be able to keep everybody, so why not replenish it right now before it happens? Texas A&M, Kenyon Green, offensive guard. Cowboys get another staple on that offensive line. And the Bills right behind them at the number 25 spot. They get an inside offensive lineman as well. They take Zion Johnson from Boston College. Shore up that offensive line to protect Josh Allen. And Josh Allen is an absolute beast. Shout out to the Buffalo Bills in that doggone AFC divisional round game against the Kansas City Chiefs. They were 13 seconds away from upsetting the Chiefs in Kansas City. Don't know how the hell they got the ball down there in 13 seconds, but shout out to the Buffalo Bills, man, for real. And thank you for Joe Shane. And might be able to thank you for Brian Daboll soon as well. All right, the Tennessee Titans, guess what? They get a linebacker to shore up that defense as well. They get Nakobe Dean, a Devin White type linebacker here, man. Same school. I think they have the same skill set. Nakobe Dean, sideline to sideline, all around linebacker, man. Great pickup for them. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they go a defensive route as well. They take a defensive tackle and DeMarvin Leal to put aside along their all-pro defensive tackle already. Ndamukong Suh is getting older, so they may have to release him. And if they do, they pick up DeMarvin Leal, and they shore up that defensive line for sure. All right, number 28, the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers comes back, man. I thought he would retire, but I think he would come back, and Devontae Adams comes back. And who better to give him out there to help out Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers a little bit more with Jameson Williams, receiver from Alabama. Speed. And you know Alabama produces route runners, man. That's all they do. Receiver Alabama. They get it done. Jameson Williams. With the number 29 pick, the Cincinnati Bengals, they select Nicholas Petit-Frere, offensive tackle, Ohio State. They get Joe Burrow a little bit more protection on our offensive line. Shout out to the AFC champion participants, Cincinnati Bengals. Does that sound funny to you guys or what? But, man, that Cincinnati Bengals team, they've been doing it right the past 4 to 5 years with their drafts, and they get it right again with an offensive tackle again, protecting Joe Burrow, keep him upright. Most sacked quarterback in the league, but still putting up stats. Imagine if he had an offensive line to protect him. Him and Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, Higgins, Osama, man. I mean, man, it just keeps going on and on and on. All right, Miami Dolphins at number 30. They pick Drake London, receiver, USC. They get a receiver to go out there with Waddle. Hopefully he stays healthy. He's going to come back off that injury. He stays healthy, and you gives Tua Tagovailoa another pick, another receiver to get the ball out there to him, help them out. The Detroit Lions at number 31. They go receiver as well with Jahan Dotson, receiver from Penn State, to help out Amara St. Brown, I believe that's out there. I'm sorry, USC receiver. I'm sorry if I got his name wrong. I told you I'm bad with names. My bad. But they get the speedy Jahan Dotson out there, and they just, I think the Detroit Lions, man, they make some good picks with Aiden Hutchinson and Jahan Dotson here. Let's see what they can do the next coming years. Dan Campbell, let's get them kneecaps. And with the very last pick in the first round, the Kansas City Chiefs pick Trayvon Walker, edge, Georgia. He sneaks into the first round. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to need that edge rush help. And they get a young guy to train up from Georgia. Trayvon Walker, I think he's underrated. I think he can be a first-round pick. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs get it right here. So, with all those picks that went through in that order in this particular draft, I think this is a pretty good first mock draft for me, man. I like the picks. I like everybody that I made a pick for. And you guys tell me, is this a good draft or not? Is this a good draft for each team? You guys let me know. But this has been the first round mock draft for all 32 teams on Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you guys for your support. And to the next mock draft, which will be soon, you know what it is. I'm going to talk my talk no matter what anybody thought. You guys let me know in the comments. Tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I need to make some changes. And I'll get some more mock drafts out to you. But till the next time, peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew production.